Yo, what's the deal? What's going on, man? What a nice day yesterday. Hit a couple parlays, couple two mans, and um, on prospects hit a six man. Went 5 for 6 on one. Uh, excuse me. One of those that we did on a live stream. One of those hit. So one of those six picks hit. If you're new to the channel, hey. If you're new to the channel, man, I go live and I give out free picks. You can fact check, whatever the case may be. I usually show my work. Today is the day I just don't feel it, right? I don't feel too good. So, actually kind of tired right now. Shout out to Patrick. What's going on, Pat? Actually kind of tired right now, but it is what it is. Gonna get this in and get this one out, right? So, this little green is messing with my green screen, so I ain't even gonna trip. But right now, I'm just gonna go through the motions and just get these plays in and out. Don't have a lot of official plays as of yet. I just give you guys what I like, and I'll get out of here. I'll tell you guys if I'm playing it or not. On Prize Picks, I'm still waiting for a few things to pop out on Prize Picks, like pitching fantasy score and stuff like that, and more. So pitching fantasy score, it'll be out soon. So let's get to it. First and foremost, let's go here, right? So Blue Jays and the Blue Jays and the Tigers, right? So in this one here, Alek Manoah. He's only pitched a few games this season, going up against Detroit. Detroit's shown the ability to strike out in times, and I have interest in the outs here, right? Let's just cut it to the bullshit, right? Cut the bullshit. I do got interest in the outs at 16.5. He's hit this number in 2 of his last 3 games. Once versus Minnesota, once versus Tampa Bay. Do I think he can hit these outs? Probably. I think he can. Manoah, he's been pitching okay as of right now. We know he could be kind of iffy, but it's a strong lean. I haven't pulled the trigger yet. Might throw it in the 6 pick on Prize Picks. We'll see. His strikeouts are just definitely in play. He's got 6 strikeouts or better each and every last one of his games. If you really like his strikeouts and you really like his outs, it's a possibility you might go to his fantasy score or something like that. I don't know, but it is what it is, right? On Prize Picks or something like that, but it is what it is. Next play I'm looking at here is going to be Seth Lugo. Seth Lugo has been pitching wonderful. I couldn't talk off his outs. This year he's been phenomenal in the outs category. He's hit this number 6 of his last 10 games. That's good to hit 16, 18 and a half outs. That's pretty good. He's 60% to that number. He's hit this number in 4 of his last 5 games. Going up against Tampa Bay. I think Tampa Bay is it's a team. They've been putting up a few runs lately. Maybe they've been waking up. I don't know, but I don't know. I don't trust them. Like I said, if this was 17.5, I would take it and put it in a parlay piece for sure. But if I'm taking this outs, it's a lean towards the over. I would take this. I would take it straight on the books. Okay, his strikeouts. He's been, killing it as of late. 4 of his last 5 games, he hit this strikeout prop. This team will strike out, right? So, versus right-hand pitching, Tampa Bay, 24% K rate. So, they've been striking out. 6 Ks is not 6 Ks is borderline. If you're on the books, you can tease it down if you want, maybe to 5, something like that, and get your bankroll builders in. But, I do like Seth Lugo, right? Haven't pulled the trigger on any of his props, but this is what I like. Okay. Next game on the docket here, we're looking at the Dodgers, right? So we got James Paxton on the mound here, and that's what I'm going to talk about. I'm looking at his outs right now. He's hit this number in 4 of his last 10 games, but as of lately, he's hit this number 3 games straight. It's only sitting at 15.5 for plus money. You'll get it at plus 110 on FanDuel, plus 116 on Caesars. You'll get it at plus 120 on DraftKings. Last time he pitched was versus Cincinnati. Cincinnati hasn't been that good versus left-hand pitching. I expect the Dodgers to win this game as well. So it is what it is. I'm probably not messing with his K's. I didn't even look and see what he's been doing in his K department. His strikeouts in at 4.5. Couldn't talk you off of that if you wanted to get there. This Cincinnati team strike out against righties way more than they strike out versus lefties. So James Paxton is a lefty, right? I want to say he is a lefty. So sometimes you get a brain fart, man. I think he's a lefty. Either way I go, though, that's what I'm looking at, right? I'm looking at his outs, right? I'm looking at his outs. I'm staring at his outs. I'm really staring at his outs, man. At that plus money, you know what I'm saying? And I ain't scared to lose a bet. Of plus money, I'll definitely have to sprinkle something on that straight, right? So that's what I'm looking at there. Cutter Crawford. At the end of the day, I ain't scared to admit it. I'm scared, right? He's been pitching phenomenal. He's hit his strikeout prop of 7 of his last 10 games. Just feel the need to point this shit out. Going up against this Milwaukee Brewers team, they've been hot versus right-hand pitching. Are they that good, or have they cooled off? Who knows? If they cooled off, then Cutter Crawford should be able to hit his strikeout prop and or his out prop. We're getting love on we're not getting too much love on the out prop, but it's at 17.5 at a reasonable number at minus 115. He hasn't faced this team yet. Like I said, it seems as though the Milwaukee Brewers has cooled off a little bit versus righties, but we'll see, right? It's just something I had to point out. Don't kill the messenger on this one. I haven't laid anything on this one yet, right? Next play we're going to look at is going to be Corbin Burns, right? So the books haven't put his outline out yet, right? So that's what I'm looking at. I'm looking for his outline. Right now you could go with something like if you're on the books, I got a money line and I got the money line and the 6Ks for minus 107. Let's see what we come up with right now. Money line, 6 strikeouts, minus 117 now. So I got that at minus 107. 6Ks in a win. It is what it is. A player performance double. You'll get it at a minus 110 right here. So if you manually build it out, you'll get it at a minus 117. If you get it right here at the player performance double, you get it at minus 110. So you'll save yourself 7 cents. Okay. At the end of the day, as far as the game side of this one here, money line parlays, run line straights, right? Give me them Baltimore Orioles on ESPN bet. I'm gonna take, if his outs come out at 17.5, I'm gonna take it 17.5 outs, probably 6Ks, and the win. Maybe the money line or maybe the run line. Probably give me a plus 200 or something like that. I'm gonna squeeze on that right there. Okay. You can look at his fantasy score. I think his fantasy score should be in play on prospects. Let's keep it moving. Next play we're gonna look at here is going to be who shot you? My boy, who shot you, right? Shot to my Chicago Cubs here, right? He's been killing it. Phenomenal, man. He's 5-0. He hasn't lost a game. He's fucking unbelievable, right? We came up with that, right? We came up with this pick. Either way it go, he's 100% to this 5.5 strikeout line. Going up against this St. Louis team. The Chicago Cubs, we do not like St. Louis, and they do not like us, right? At the end of the day, you can shake his Ks down to a 4.5, put it in a bankroll builder if you want to, catch it on prospects or something. On ESPN bet, shake it down to a 4.5 and throw his outs in there. Speaking of his outs, I'm taking his outs at 17.5, even if I have to mix a few Ks with it. Only way I can do that is at ESPN bet. But I'm gonna shake it down, put it on ESPN bet, and if his Ks pop up on, his outs pop up on prospects, I'm taking his outs at 17.5. Probably don't want to go to 7. I probably don't want to go to 20 to 18.5. But as you can see, he's hit 18.5 outs. 4 of his last 5 games. He's went He's been doing it, right? So all these plays ain't gonna hit. You know what I'm saying? All of them ain't official. This is official. Wherever I get the outs at, wherever I get them at, whatever book, I'm going to it. So you definitely know I'm taking it. Okay. So we'll talk about this one as a whole, right? So now this is Coors Field. Now, for the people who don't know what Coors Field is and what it does, we need to check the weather. You need to check the weather, see what the weather's going to be like. Coors Field is a ballpark that produces the most home runs in the league. It's like a ping pong ball in there. So all these scores, all the totals usually open up at 10, 10 and a half, 11 and a half, shit like that. Then you got Philadelphia Phillies versus a lefty, right? So it spells trouble. It definitely spells trouble. I'm on the Philadelphia Phillies here. Now, Colorado Rockies, they will strike out, but most of the time, they're a different beast at home. The 4.5 strikeouts, Christopher Sanchez supposed to hit this, right? But I can see instances where I could just fade this shit because in Coors Field, right? Motherfuckers turn into Incredible Hulk in there, right? So we'll see what's going to happen. He's supposed to hit this 5Ks, but at the end of the day, rack up those Philadelphia bats, however you want to do it. The prices are going to be juiced up. What hits, runs, and RBIs are not going to be 1.5. They're going to be 2.5 and 3.5 and 4.5. So I'm just letting you know that right now. Okay, that's just the information for you guys and gals, because I know I got plenty of women that watch my show. Shout out to you guys. Shout out to the women and make things work. Right? Zach Gallen, Miami at home. Arizona at Miami. Miami's been pretty good at avoiding strikeouts, but sometimes you got to look past things, right? Head-to-head versus this team, he's hit his strikeouts in both games, but that was last year. Now we're talking about this year. Do they have strikeouts in this lineup? Yes, they do, right? I like the bad guy, Zach Gallen at home. He's a little bit better at home. You can look at his outs. I probably won't go there. Both times he pitched versus them last year, he hit his outs. But to this year, it's a different story. He's only hit this number once, so I'll probably just fall back from it. If there's no money coming in, they might get a 17.5. As you can see, it's at plus 150, so that's like almost the max plus money for an 18.5 outs line. So if you wait around for it, you might get it at plus. You might get it at 18, 17.5 at a plus at a minus 170 or something like that, and you can throw it in a parlay piece. You could also take his strikeouts and you could also shake it down. You can shake it down one and get it to 4.5 and put it in there with something else for a bankroll builder. You can do that, or you can take the 6. Or if you like Arizona to win, you can slide on over there and get probably a 5Ks in a win. Will probably get you a decent minus 110 or something. Let's take a look. That's if you like Arizona to win this game, right? If I'm betting this game, I get a pitcher lean towards Arizona. It's going to be Arizona or nothing for me in this spot, right? So player performance doubles. Let's take a look and see what they got here. So right now you can get Zach Gallen outs at 17.5. I'm going to put that in a parlay piece. It's a minus 198. And if you take the unders, you're going to get a good plus money for it. So they really think he can get there. However, if we go to, so they don't have his player performance doubles out right now, but you can build it yourself. Let's see, 198. Let's see, 5Ks. That's a minus 136. So you probably get 6Ks and win at plus 108. I don't know. I'll get to some bats in a second. I'll run those off. Let's get back to it, right? So this looks like a play that I'll probably run on ESPN Bet whenever they drop the plays here. So ESPN Bet, I might go with let's see. I might take, and they better win this game. They better win this game if I take them on the money line. I might run Arizona Diamondbacks money line maybe 4.5 Ks. And then his outs, do they have his outs out? Yeah. So his outs are 15.5 over here. So I won't be taking that. I won't, right? So what would you get this for? I would have to log in. That'll probably be close to plus money or minus 111. Man, I might take it 4.5 Ks and a win. We'll see what it is on. I'll see what it is there. Either way it goes, let's keep it moving, man. Because I don't want. I want to learn how to, do things a little bit more efficient here. Oh, the last one I'm touching on is going to be Justin Verlander, right? So I got his outs sitting here. It's another parlay piece. You could probably put his outs with Zach Gallen outs, with Shota outs, two of those three guys, all three of them, however you want to do it. You can put all three of those guys together and probably get you a plus one something. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. I do like his outs. He's 50. Nope. Let me see. Yeah, he's 50% to this number. He's shown the ability to get to 7 innings already. The K's probably pushed up to 6.5. You can shake it down if you want. This Oakland team has shown the ability to hit righties. Wouldn't be surprised if they knock him around. Okay, he is old, but Verlander is pretty good. So if you want to fade, just fade it. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, Oakland has been hitting right hand pitching this year. Okay. Bats. I'll run down these bats and I'll get out of here. So make sure that you got to make sure you check the lineups when you're on FanDuel. Okay. So these guys let me down yesterday. Kerry Carpenter and Riley Green. Couldn't talk you off going right back to them. I didn't add them to my pool because I'm kind of mad at them. Right. Marcell Ozuna. He's definitely in play going up against a lefty here. The Atlanta Braves. They haven't seen a lefty, but they've been crushing lefties. But they haven't seen a lefty. Don't be surprised if the Atlanta Braves get that offense going today, right? I'm just pointing out Ozuna, but there's plenty Braves in play today. They going up against a lefty. Seattle Mariners and Washington Nationals. I'm not pointing out any bats there. No bats. If you just had to take a bat from here, it would be the Royals at Tampa Bay. I ain't even gonna wish. I ain't look. Mookie and Otani. These bats here just at least for a hit, right? At least for a hit. Rafael Devers. He'll be my top bat. Then followed by on the Boston side, followed by you can look at Abreu. You can look at Duran. Those are three guys that I do like. Yelich is good at baseball, so you could also look at Yelich, but I didn't even put him in my player pool. Minnesota Twins and Texas Rangers. I'm pausing on that one. Pausing on this New York Mets game. I do like this game for no runs first inning. New York Giants and New York Mets. Baltimore Orioles, like, really? I mean, I did put Gunnar Henderson over here, but you know what I'm saying? He's self-explanatory. St. Louis Cardinals and Chicago Cubs. Didn't really point out a bat here in this spot. Philadelphia and Colorado Rockies. As you can see, Alec Bohm probably would be my top bat here. He let me down yesterday. He did not get a hit. He's in a great spot again today. Sosa is in a great spot. The whole team is in a great spot. JT Realmuto. Those are the three guys that I really was looking at outside of the usual suspects, right? Everybody is in play in cores in this game, right? You can just rack it up. Just rack it up. If you take an L, take an L. Do a parlay. Taylor Ward and Kevin Pillar. Kevin Pillar popped out for me. Taylor Ward, Renifo, if you want to get there. The left, I mean, this team has been crashing, smashing, and crushing lefties this year, so it is what it is. Of course, you get somebody like what's the name must be hurt? Josh Naylor. Favorite bat here was Ketel Marte, followed by Christian Walker. Keep in mind, this Arizona team, they do hit lefties well. So, guys like Marino, guys like Marino don't strike out versus lefties, and he hits the fastball. Randall Grichuk got good numbers. He gets elevated. Lourdes Uriel Jr. gets elevated. So those are the guys that get elevated versus lefties, right? Now, our top bat would be Kyle Tucker. I have to say it, man. Followed by Yordan Alvarez. I don't know what's wrong with him this year, but followed by Yordan Alvarez. Then you'll get some Altuve, and then I probably like Yanya Diaz, right? Those followed by those guys right there. Judge has been on fire, so he's got to be an honorable mention, at least for a hit. Soto going up against his old team. Get your popcorn ready. And then Luis Reyes, I think he's got 4 hits in back-to-back games. We know who he is. We know what he does. He can hit anybody in the league, right? And that just about sums it up. I could come with a money line parlay. I hit a 3-leg parlay yesterday. Slide on over here. And then I would probably go Dodgers, Baltimore, Philly, Dodgers, Baltimore, Philly. Dodgers, Baltimore, Philly. Chalky. That being said, guys, peace out, right? Peace.